And by now, it's mid-September, almost late September, and the trees are probably starting to lose their leaves. And up on the board, you can see I have a picture of a tree. And then over here, it's kind of hard to see, but there's a leaf. And then there's a line that's connecting the tree to the leaf. Well, we've been working on how our voice can go all over the place. So to get our voices warmed up today in music, we're going to imagine that we're that leaf that's starting to fall off the tree, but not, leaves don't fall just straight to the ground. Sometimes the wind blows them all over the place. So we're going to use our voice and follow the path that the tree makes. Are you ready? Here's our tree. We start here. Woo! Awesome. Now I have to go to the next one, and I just realized I got to get my board set up so that way we can go to the next one. Give me just a second, kindergartners. Here we go. This is called calibrating. It makes my board work really fancy. There we go. Now I can go to the next one. So let's do it one more time. Woo! Remember, join in with me as I make those sounds. Here's the next one. It's kind of hard to see. Let me grab a marker and an eraser so I can trace the line for you. You can see here. This time our leaf kind of starts in the middle. Woo! Woo! Try that one more time with me, please. Woo! Woo! Good work. Let's do a couple more. Ooh, this one. This is a zigzaggy line. So that leaf really got crazy falling down. Here we go. Start up high in the tree. Woo! 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 Try it one more time. High in the tree. Woo! 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 Awesome. And let's do one more to get our voice warmed up. Ooh, this one looks fun. Again, it's a big swirl. Okay, here we go. Woo! One more time with Mrs. Teagues. Woo! Okay, I hope that you joined in and you were brave and got your voice warmed up. Our voice, remember, can go all over the place, okay? Let me turn off my projector and zoom the camera back on out. And we're gonna keep getting ourselves warmed up. There we go. Over here, now you can see Mrs. Teagues. All right, we ready? Remember my silly ant? Let's try it together again today, okay? Here we go. Oh, my aunt came back from Timbuktu. She brought with her a wooden shoe. Make sure you're doing the actions. Here. Oh, my aunt came back from old Japan. She brought with her a waving fan. Oh, my aunt came back from old Algiers. She brought with her a pair of shears. Oh, my aunt came back from Guadeloupe. She brought with her a hula hoop. Oh, my aunt came back from the county fair. She brought with her a rocking chair. Oh, my aunt came back from the city zoo. She brought with her some nuts like you. Take your seat, please. Oh my goodness, I bet we all look kind of silly. I know I sure did. Hey, I told you a couple a couple music classes ago about feeding my cow. Today, I want your help. When I say, yes, ma'am, you're gonna point it, or when I ask you a question, you're gonna say, yes, ma'am, and I'll point the microphone at you. So when I start out, did you feed my cow? You say, yes, ma'am. Can you try that? Did you feed my cow? Yes, ma'am. Well, did you feed my cow? Yes, ma'am. Good work. Do you remember what did I feed her? I fed her corn and hay. So I'll ask, what did you feed her? You'll say, corn and hay. Okay. What did you feed her? Your turn. Corn and hay. What did you feed her? Corn and hay. Good work. Now we have to milk her. And I'm going to ask her if you milked her good. And you'll say, yes, ma'am. Okay. Did you milk her good? Yes, ma'am. Did you milk her like you should? Yes, ma'am. Do you remember how you milked her? You went squish, squish, squish. Try that with Mrs. Teagues. Squish, squish, squish. Good. How did you milk her? Squish, squish, squish. How did you milk her? Squish, squish, squish. Remember, she's gonna get sick, and you're gonna say, yes, ma'am. Did my cow get sick? Yes, ma'am. Was she covered with a tick? Yes, ma'am. Now, remember she died. You're gonna cross your hands and you go, Okay, ready? How did she die? How did she die? Now the buzzards come in, okay? Did the buzzards come in? Yes, ma'am. Did the buzzards come in? Yes, ma'am. Remember when they come, they went flap, flap, flap. Try that. Flap, 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 okay? How did they come? Flap, flap, flap. How did they come? Flap, flap, flap. Good work. We'll work on that one a little bit more next time. Now that you get the idea of your job in telling the story about my cow, okay? Get your frogs out, okay? Today, we're gonna keep practicing on that fast and slow speed. Now let's review. The different speeds that we had were fast, slow, and in the middle, right? So let's start out with our frog. Okay, we're gonna start out in the middle. Here we go. Frog in the meadow, can't get him out. Take a little stick and stir him about. Now, my frog loves to hop. He sure does. But I think it's okay if we give him a little bit of a break. Stand up. We're gonna pretend you're a frog, okay? Pretending you're a frog, you're gonna jump in place just like the frog did on your hand to the speed that I sing, okay? Now remember, you guys can hop way better than Mrs. Teagues because it's not really safe for me to do a big jump right now. Now when I say jump, 2 feet jump, right in my spot, staying safe. Should I fall over all over the place? Stay safe in your spot. Are we ready? Medium speed. Frog in the meadow, can't get him out. Take a little stick and stir him about. Awesome work. Now, another speed that we had was super slow, okay? So now we're turning on our slow motion dials. We're gonna do the same thing in our spot with a slower jump. Ready? Frog in the meadow, can't get him out. Take a little stick and stir him about. Did you keep with Mrs. Teagues? Nice and slow. Now let's turn the dial to fast. Now, since it's you hopping and not your frog, it's even more important that you're staying nice and safe. Should I go jumping like crazy? No, because I could hurt myself on the table, by the people around me, on the chair. Oh, it would not be good. And your teacher will go, oh, Mrs. Teagues, why did you put this in there? and I don't want them to do that. So stay safe and stay with Mrs. Teagues, okay? Jumping with me, here we go. Frog in the meadow, can't get him out. Take a little stick and stir him about. Did it work okay? Try it one more time, here we go. Frog in the meadow, can't get him out. Take a little stick and stir him about. Awesome, good work, kindergartners. Now, I sang a song about gray squirrel, swish your bushy tail the other week. Do you guys remember that? Now, when squirrels are gathering their nuts, where in the world do they live and put them? Do you guys know? Well, sometimes they dig holes and they bury their different things that they find for food. But then sometimes their homes are holes that are in a tree, and they put all of their food in their tree hole, and sometimes then before they come out, they peep. Can you guys put your hands up? And we're gonna peep, okay? Because the song that I have for you is called Peep Old Squirrel, okay? He probably peeps out of his hole because he's probably checking to make sure that there's no animals around that might hurt him, okay? So put your hands up. I'll sing the song and I want you to keep peeping out and looking around, okay? Here we go. Peep, old squirrel, diddle-dum, peep, old squirrel, diddle-dum-dee. Peep, old squirrel, diddle-dum, peep, old squirrel, diddle-dum-dee. Did you peep? Okay, now that it's safe and you know it's safe, you might climb down. Ready? Climb, old squirrel, do it with me. Diddle-dum, climb, old squirrel, diddle-dum-dee. Climb, old squirrel, diddle-dum, climb, old squirrel, diddle-dum-dee. Okay, so we climb down. Now we better gather. Gather all the food we can. Ready? Going like this. Gather, old squirrel, diddle-dum, gather, old squirrel, diddle-dum-dee. Gather, old squirrel, diddle-dum, gather, old squirrel, diddle-dum-dee. Now that you have your food, you might be a little hungry, so we have to nibble, because that's what squirrels do with their big teeth. Ready? Nibble, old squirrel, diddle-dum, nibble, old squirrel, diddle-dum-dee. Nibble, old squirrel, diddle-dum, nibble, old squirrel, diddle-dum-dee. Now we should probably climb back up to our hole. Climb, old squirrel, diddle-dum, climb, old squirrel, diddle-dum-dee. Climb, old squirrel, diddle-dum, climb, old squirrel, diddle-dum-dee. Sleep, old squirrel, diddle-dum, sleep, old squirrel, diddle-dum-dee. Sleep, old squirrel, diddle-dum, sleep, old squirrel, diddle-dum-dee. Take your seats, please. So go ahead, take your seats. Good work there, kindergartners. All right. So at the beginning of the school year, we talked a little bit about how our voice can do so many different things. It can go high, it can go low, it can go really fast, it can go really slow. But we didn't talk about how we have all kinds of different voices. And in music class, obviously, I'm using a lot my singing voice, okay? But there's other kinds of voices that we can use. So my singing voice sounds like this, and I can do lots of things with it. Now, there's other voices too. Think about if you were in the hallway. Ooh, what kind of voice would you use in the hallway? Probably a 0 level, right? For sure, absolutely no talking. But if you had to, it would be a whisper, right? Or if you were in the library, yeah, it would be a whisper, or around a baby, so you wouldn't want to wake the baby, okay? What happens if you're outside? What voice can you use? You can use your shouting voice, your loud voice, right? What voice is Mrs. Teagues using right now? My talking voice. We use our talking voice the most. Obviously, because when we're wanting to say something to other people, that's what we use. And then finally in music class, when Mrs. Teagues comes back, we'll get to use our singing voice. Okay, and it'll be lots of fun. And it reminded me of this rhyme. This is my speaking voice. I use it every day. This is my whisper voice. It's quiet, don't you say? This is my shouting voice. I use it to shout, hey! This is my singing voice. I like it, it's okay. Oh my goodness, so we had our speaking voice, our whisper voice, our shouting voice, and then our singing voice. We'll start getting to know these and get practice with them in the next weeks to come, okay? But I wanted us to start thinking about them. Hey, you guys remember our game of Copycat, right? Okay, today we're gonna play the game, but we're gonna stay sitting down. You don't need to stand. We're gonna play the game sitting down, following Mrs. Teagues to start, and then your teacher can pause the video and pick one person who's been doing an awesome job playing along with Mrs. Teagues in music class to be the leader, okay? So start out with Mrs. Teagues in your spot. Good work. Now, did I try and trick you as I was moving? So whoever gets to be the leader for our game of Copycat should make sure that their actions are easy enough for everyone to try to do. Also notice I wasn't talking, okay? So teacher, go ahead, pause the video, and allow one student to be the leader for a game of Copycat. I'll see you in just a minute or two. Hey guys, glad to have you back. Okay, stand up for me, please. I have a new one for you that some of you might know called Head and Shoulders, but it's not your normal Head and Shoulders. It's called Head and Shoulders Baby, so it's got a little bit of fun to it, okay? Here we go. Head and shoulders, baby. 1, 2, 3. Head and shoulders, baby. Mrs. Teagues has that mixed up. Pause. One more time. Head and shoulders, baby. 1, 2, 3. Head and shoulders, baby. 1, 2, 3. Head and shoulders, head and shoulders, head and shoulders, baby. 1, 2, 3. I had a little mixed up there, but we got it now, okay? Stand up. Try that much with me, please. Here. Just moving and grooving. Here we go. Head and shoulders, baby. 1, 2, 3. Head and shoulders, baby. 1, 2, 3. Head and shoulders, head and shoulders, head and shoulders, baby. 1, 2, 3. Good work. We're just going to do that much of Head and Shoulders today. Let's try 5 little ducks. Go ahead and take your seats, please. Do the actions as I sing along, okay? 5 little ducks went out one day, over the hill and far away. Mother duck called quack, 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 quack. You can always do that part. And only 4 little ducks came back. 4 little ducks went out one day, over the hill and far away. Mother duck called quack, 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 quack. and only 3 little ducks came back. 3 little ducks went out one day, over the hill and far away. Mother duck called quack, 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 and only 2 little ducks came back. 2 little ducks went out one day, over the hill and far away. Mother duck called quack, 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 and only 1 little duck came back. 1 little duck went out one day, over the hill and far away. Mother duck called quack, 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 and none of the 5 little ducks came back. No little ducks went out one day, over the hill and far away. Mother duck called quack, 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 and all of the 5 little ducks came back. Yay, I'm so happy. Stand up, please. Let's move and groove to the school song, except today I'm going to turn on a recording of the marching band from the high school playing along. It's going to go really super fast, so do your very best. Give me just a second. Here we go. We're loyal to you, Chilton High. We're gold and we're blue, Chilton High. We'll back you to stand against the best in the land. For we know you can stand, Chilton High. You rock! So pick up that ball, Chilton High. We're backing you all, Chilton High. Our team is the faith protector, our boys, for we expect a victory from you, Chilton High. You rock! We're loyal to you, Chilton High. We're gold and we're blue, Chilton High. We'll back you to stand against the best in the land, for we know you can stand, Chilton High. You rock! So pick up that ball, Chilton High. We're backing you all, Chilton High. Our team is the faith protector, our boys, for we expect a victory from you, Chilton High. You rock! Take your seats, please. It's about all the time we have for music today. Open, shut them, open, shut them, give a little. Open, shut them, open, shut them, lay them in your lap. Goodbye, kindergarten. I hope that you had fun today, and until next time, I wish you well.